Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be reviewing set number 71841, the Dragonian Storm Village. This set is 305 pieces and retails for £34.99 Great British Pounds or $39.99 US dollars. If you do enjoy this kind of video, please let me know in the comments down below. Before we get into the set, let's have a look at the box art. At the top we can see Zane in the corner, so we know this is going to be a Zane-centric season. You got some awesome background art there that looks really cool, and some storm wind particles there which must relate to Morrow and Jay, who both come in this set as well. Let's take a look at the set itself. So this is what the set looks like overall. It's split into two parts really. You've got the main kind of village build and then this little spinner here, which I'm going to show you first. So this is the spinner build. It's nice and simple. It uses these long pieces here to give it some shape, shall we say. And it has a nice purple and translucent pink marbling. The build for the center is pretty standard with a couple of spikes and some studs to pop some minifigures on. I'll just grab the first two minifigures that come to hand just to pop them on. Don't ask why it's these ones. I have no idea why they're there. But yeah, so this is how it works, nice and simple. They just sit on there and then you spin it either from the center or from the wing to allow it to spin. Now if we turn it upside down, it's just this basic inverted tile here that allows it to kind of wobble and spin and balance as well. Taking a look at the main build itself, to start off with, here we have this awesome logo here for presumably the Dragonian Storm Village. We also have this brick built skull thing here with a couple movable parts, and these parts are attached here nice and simply as well, so you can angle them up and down. It's just a little bit difficult to do with one hand, but yeah, it looks really cool. Now taking a look to the left, we have this little jail cell thing here. It's clearly meant to be quite naturally built, as it's using the kind of sand green earthy colours. And these two here just fold down in order to slot a minifigure in. On the box it shows Zane doing that, so let's just pop him in there as well, nice and snug. And it does close up, rather nicely as well. So that's what that looks like there. And this is attached very simply just by a little stud on the bottom there. So if you wanted, I guess you could move him around and take away the jail cell. Then at the right we have nothing special here, just a little side build with some clips on there to attach the villain's weapons. We also have a little lantern here with a red light, looking rather menacing and ominous as well. There is 3 of them in this set. So moving up the build here, we have this little shrine throne roof build. I don't really know what to call it, to be honest, where you have one of the Dragonian warrior masks on the top there as well. You also have those 2 more of the red lanterns there, and a nice little doorway, and this awesome bridge here. This bridge is one of the play features for this set. You can just pull out this little lever here and it drops the bridge, dropping anyone into the chasm below. So I'll just show that from the back here as well. Just pulling on this little lever here allows the bridge to drop, reminiscent of some sets like the Tournament of Elements one. Down underneath the drop is just this simple little cave build. There's not too much interior. There is, however, a little lonely skeleton there as well. Moving around to the side of the build, we have this rope piece here that the ninja or the bad guys can use to climb their way up the temple, or likewise you can remove it from the bottom here. Give me a second. There we go. And swing around on it to your heart's content as well, making it another one of the play features here. So this is my review of the build and the spinner itself. Before we get into the final thoughts, let's have a look at the minifigures. Now, one thing this set does really well is it does come with 6 minifigures for quite a low price, which is an absolute bargain if you ask me. We'll start off with the main ninja for this season. We have Zane in his all new outfit. He looks absolutely amazing with some foot and leg printing and this awesome metallic kind of robotic suit that prints up onto the torso as well. He also uses that new armor piece introduced in Dragon's Rising Season 2 and has this great dual molded heavy mask looking thing as well. Removing the helmet, you can see this awesome face print there and the kind of standard Dragon's Rising print here as well. Then on the back underneath the armor you can see that great printing coming over and a couple ice shards printed onto the body as well. The next minifigure coming in this set is the Nia figure as well, which also looks amazing. You can see that printing continues there. You've got the gunmetal grey, the light blue and the gold, which all work really well together as well. Spinning this around, you can take a look at the back here. Same armor piece as well in the black. Removing that again, you can see this awesome wave detail and the armor continuing around the back, and you've also got that Dragon's Rising face as well. The next minifigure we have is Rogue, also known as Jay. I mean, this minifigure looks incredible. It uses the same color scheme as the core outfit, which canonically would have been the last outfit he wore in Ninjago. It has some awesome foot printing, leg printing, and the red belt is a nice touch too. On these chains here, you can see a couple of Ninjago letters printed on. You have R for Rogue and J for Jay as well. He does use this all new hat piece as well, which I imagine will be coming in more sets with more colours. It creates a really cool effect where you can't see his eyes and he looks a lot more mysterious. Removing his hat and his mask, you can see we have an all new face print for him, looking quite stern and angry as well. I think this looks really good and translates really well with the mask and the hat as well. Because it is an open hat, he doesn't have any printing on the back of his head, making this a rare J with no dual molded face. The back of the torso has some awesome lightning and storm patterns and the big storm logo there in red as well. I think this minifigure looks absolutely incredible. Onto the villains for this wave, we have the Dragonian Scout. He has this awesome built axe weapon as well. He has some great printing on the feet and the legs and some armor printed on that goes all the way up to the top of the body. He uses a new armor piece here as well with shoulder pads, this jaw piece and some studs attached to the back as well. He is also one of the rare Ninjago minifigures to use this mohawk piece, the last one being Misdemeanor back in the city markets. Taking off the armor piece, you can see the kind of scratched armor design on the back as well, and he does have some printing on the back of his head as well, which is a nice addition. This is the Dragonian Warrior, another bad guy from this wave of sets. He has the same printing on the legs and the body, and also on the face as well. He uses the same armor piece too. Instead of having the mohawk though, he does have that cool dragon skull hat piece. And let's just remove that. There we go. As you can see, it is just a simple head accessory as well. Spinning around to the back of the body, we can see what those studs are for on the armor piece. So the studs actually hold this awesome dragon piece here. It is a molded body and head with a couple stud attachments on the side for the clips and the wings. When you combine the two together, you make a really menacing looking figure. Let's just try and pop that back on, just like so, and it blends in perfectly nicely to the helmet there as well, making this one of the cooler villain minifigures. You do also get a spare one of these in the set, so you can combine the Scout into the Warrior as well if you'd like. Now the final and probably most surprising minifigure here is Morrow. He does come with this awesome double-bladed sword that I will remove out of the way. There we go. Now Morrow doesn't use as many translucent green bits as he did in 2015. He only has the arm, but I think that's a nice touch, blending both nostalgia and the newer kind of design. He has his awesome logo printed onto his shirt as well, and some tattered robe design there. I think the sand and the dark green blend really well together. He uses the shoulder pads, which which look really nice here as well. And he has an all new face print too. He has this angry face print on one side here, and a happier smirking face on the other side here. I think these both look amazing, and I for one can't wait for this minifigure. He also does have some Ninjago on the back for the word Morrow, and this looks absolutely incredible as well. Now, do I think that this set is worth its value? To be completely honest, I absolutely do. Let me explain why. Though I'm not a big fan of the build itself, it was quite simple and repetitive. There wasn't anything too amazing with it, and there's not much interior detail for $40. I also do think the spinner is kind of unnecessary as well, and does take away from the value of the set. That being said, the minifigure selection here is absolutely incredible, with both Morrow and Jay being exclusive to this set. 6 minifigures for $40 with this caliber of printing and detail and new pieces. I would absolutely recommend picking this up over some of the other 2025 releases. If you have enjoyed this video, please make sure to give me a follow, a subscribe, and like the video and comment your favourite minifigure down below. Thank you very much.